Hi, my name is Maria5. Welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about Geddy Lee's My Effin Life. And I've got some tea and a make. So to get things started, we'll start with the tea. I have a new cup. Season's greetings in time for the holiday season. And I've got Higgins and Burke berry vines. It's a herbal tea. It's kind of Christmassy, cranberry-y. It's really good. Yeah, I have nothing in it. I think I should have possibly added some honey, but yes. Yeah, so the make is this. This is it's something I saw on Pinterest. So you can see it. It's absolutely massive. And there's the zipper, which is like 22 inches. All right, there's the inside. There is a little heart pocket to put keys or a phone, something that, you know, if you need it, you're not going to be struggling with. And of course, it just goes over the arm like this, and you have your purse. So yeah, saw it on Pinterest and decided, let me see if I can make that. So there we are. And for those of you who have known me for a very long time, I'm sure you were wondering when I was going to get around to reviewing this particular book. Here we are, My Effin Life, Geddy Lee. He is the bass player, lead singer of Rush, and I have been a fan since like 77, a long time. Followed their career. Bought some of their CDs twice, like CD and album, and then some of them just album, of course, until it all got replaced in the 80s by CDs. I have been following them for a long, long time. Wrote essays about them. They got a lot of airplay in Canada just because of the Maple laws. And yeah, just have been a big fan, followed the career all the way through. So when this book came out in 2023, it came across my desk while I was still a librarian, and I thought, oh dear. But it's massive. It is 31 hours as an audiobook. Yeah, so it was a little daunting, to say the least. But with this whole pneumonia, and I had a relapse, and I'm sure you can still hear it, I was just too sick. I couldn't read. I didn't feel like watching movies. An audiobook seemed to fit the bill really well. And hey, let's face it, I had time. So 31 hours. Oh my goodness. It was a really good read. He's a little verbose, shall we say. Very wordy man. But you go into detail with every single album, the concept behind it, the whole idea of the progressive rock, where he was in terms of where everybody else was, in terms of the whole music industry. And he and Neil Peart and Alex Lifeson, the three of them, deciding they were really going to stand their ground and remain unique, remain true to their own sound, their own music, and not play covers, which was a big thing. That's how you get your gigs, is you play covers of the music that everybody knows and wants to sing to and dance to. And they really ground their heels in and said, no, we're going to stick to our guns. We're going to play our own music. And there's only three of them. And if you've ever listened to anything, especially the 80s style, like really progressive rock stuff, concept albums, three people do it all. I mean, they blew me away right from the get-go. So it was an incredibly good read. He goes through his life as a child, as part of a family, his father passing, and then as a teenager, struggles with school, struggles with the whole Jewish community, and the whole anti-Semitism, fighting, not necessarily fighting, but being picked upon, let's say that, being picked upon, simply because he was Jewish. He grew his hair out, and that was not exactly looked upon with grace in the whole Jewish community. And not in any community, really. I mean, now it's a nothing, but at the time, it was pretty, and it was long. I mean, his hair was really long. So, yeah, I think he had a lot of battles, but he was really true to himself. And if you ever go to the music hall in Calgary, Alberta, the very top floor, they have this huge thing. I have never seen so many bass guitars, seriously. Holy moly. And regular guitars. Geddy Lee has donated so much. Neil Peart has some of his equipment there, as well as at least one, but possibly two of Alex's. Yeah, just incredible, incredible stuff. Like full drum kit ensemble, huge mountain of guitars and bass guitars in every range, every color, every brand. Like, wow, completely mind-blowing. So, if you are a Rush fan, if you are a music fan, if you are a rock fan, definitely give it a read. It's a little lengthy, it is a little verbose, but I promise you, by the end of it, you will know Rush inside out and backwards. Luckily for me, I've been a fan right from the get-go, and so as each album came out, I would buy it, of course. Then as the world switched to CDs, I rebought everything in CDs, and continued that way. It's now, of course, everything is just streamlined and downloaded, and there isn't even anything physical to hang on to. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm just remembering stuff, but I guess if you actually went through and looked digitally at everything that was available, I'm sure your mind would be blown. He talks about his long 50-year romance, love affair, marriage with Nancy, his wife, and their first child, and then second. The band's a little bit, but he really says more than once, this is my story and that's their story to tell. So interesting, I think, that he was very true to himself and true to his own story, and not telling too much about Alex, who went through heartbreak, and Neil, who also went through a lot of heartbreak, and of course passed away in 2015. So it's all in there. All of that is in there. So if you are a Rush fan, a rock fan, a music fan, give it a go. And if you're not, and you're sick, and you just maybe want something to listen to, it's actually a really good audiobook to just lay back and listen to if you're not up for much else. So, thank you for joining me. Please like, please subscribe, and we will see you next Saturday. Bye-bye.